This video was shot long back in 2003 of the infamous concentration camps in Germany. One of them in place called Sachsenhausen in northern part of Germany. There were what we could see here was arrest cells and the pathological postmortem lab, so-called lab, torture rooms, rooms used to hang people who were yet to die but were in a queue for to be burned in incinerators. This is the common bathroom, irrespective of genders. They were supposed to use it, and looking at this itself disturbs us. But when you go further, you'll find that it is so disturbing. The so-called SS guards were in control of this camp. There were about 55 guards, and the two guards' responsibility was to ensure that none escapes. This is the window of fixed on the door in the cell, and there are some people you will find that the infrastructure is extremely poor, but you will see the German work, which is so famous. It can be seen in these areas also. This belongs to one of the probably very popular person who was hanged here or burnt here, and also similarly like this, one more person, and there will be more rows of such rooms. This is the passage. One can enter room on right side and left side. You can even look at some of the size of the rooms were so much that a person only probably can stand and do nothing and sleep, of course, nothing more. You can see the outside rooms, how they are built with a lot of efficacy in that. This is a vast space, and you can see the watchtower on the right hand side. Such towers are there on all four sides. You can also see that the barbed wire fencing is intact. These are the other buildings in the premises. We are not aware exactly which building are those. And this entire place was located in the deep forest, and therefore you can see a lot of trees around. We are not aware exactly some of the buildings though have fallen off. Whether the major area was open to the sky, or were there any tents, or were there any temporary buildings, we are not very sure of. And definitely there must be, and this is the place where there will be heavy snowfall. Going further, as we come out of those cells, we can see one more building which is totally intact, but we are unsure exactly what it is. I don't know whether it was part of itinerary. And then there are some buildings which are still standing, and this is the building on your right, what you are able to see now, that we saw in detail. This is again one more watchtower, and this is the entrance from where we entered, and we are probably discussing as to where we should go and what we should be able to see. We should be searching for some of the places, and now I think we'll walk towards the crematorium. This is crematorium. Some of the scenes here are very disturbing, and I think it was built somewhere near in 1940. Yes, 1940, and it operated for 2 years, 1942. And again, here also, I mean, the other positive side is whatever Germans did, they did with lot of efficiency, precision, and naturally the product, even when we look at their cars, they are so nice. Now, entering the crematorium. We are entering through the pathology lab where postmortems were conducted. These postmortems were conducted for namesake, just to impress people that they had a natural death or whatever death, so that they can hide that they were tortured and killed. These are the tools used for postmortem purposes, and they are still preserved here. You can see minimum number of tools which were used. However, we understood that if there were earlier people used to put golden cover to the teeth, they were also plucked. This is the next room where people were kept, beaten up. You can see the blood stain still there. The photograph is very disturbing. You can see piles of dead bodies, irrespective of age, irrespective of gender, being stacked. This photograph, I believe, was shot by one of the famous photographer, Sergeant Sutler, and this also won some photography award, I believe. This is again the same pathological lab where postmortems were conducted. Some items were made out of human body, I believe, later on, including the skulls, and also used for a database. Now we are entering one of the chambers. On left you can see there are urns to store the ashes of people who were burnt, and this is a place where the people who had not died yet who were kept. They were mostly hung here. Some people have put their names. Those were tortured and kept here. I only hope that they allowed people to die. I don't know whether they burned them alive. These are the incinerators. There are 2 sets. Each contains 4 incinerators, and this also, you can see, it is so, technically so well done, and for like a mass production. So you can see the German thinking and German here. Now you can see inside the incinerator how fast the bodies could burn inside. The burning and the collection of the urns, the ashes will go to the back, and you will be able to see there that how they were collected. And being shot at in almost 20 years back, the camera was not capable of catching the image in darkness, but however something has come up and one could see. And now we'll be able to see the other one also, where there is a trolley kind to push the bodies inside. If one assumes that it takes 2 hours to burn a body completely, if there are 8 urns, if there are 8 incinerators, it means together probably about 100 bodies can be burnt every day. And if the efficiency of burning is more, it will be much more. As we walk now, these are the right side of incinerator. We have entered a room where it is totally dark and probably one cannot see the status of the wall or anything. And as we walk now further, we'll see the backside of those incinerators and how the heat was not allowed to go out and the smoke was allowed to go out, and how they would collect the ash of the bodies which were burnt. Now here you will see a small glimpse, my glimpse in the on the glass when I was shooting. These are the urns which are kept to collect ashes. I don't know who would collect them because hardly any of their friends or anybody was left. And as we walk further, you'll find that the entire place was so dark that for us itself it was very scary. As we though even though there are lights, but it's not as open as that. And this, as we go down, is totally dark again to hang the bodies there. And as we see now that the entrance is very clumsy. Here you can see me shooting with a Sony video camera, and we have now come out. I have also seen Holocaust Museum in Israel recently, and it is terrible to see their images and what they have shown.